I'll give you the brief introduction about the C++. It is important to know why are you learning this? What is its importance? So let's talk about its benefit. So it is beneficial for us in both career opportunity and the technical expertise. C++ is used for building high-level applications like Google Chrome, Microsoft Windows, etc. So here is the brief history of the C++. C++ is an object-oriented programming which gives clear structure to the program and allow code to be reused. C++ is extension of the C language which is developed in the 1970, and it is the extension of the C language, and C language is developed from the B programming language. So the main difference between the C and the C++ is that C++ support classes and the object. So C++ support object-oriented programming. We will also discuss many concepts of the polymorphism, encapsulation, and much more. Once you finish this course, you will be able to write C++ programs and create real-life example. It's not necessary to have any pre-programming experience. Whether you know the programming language or you don't, it will not affect your journey anyways. Let's start. This is our basic code, so let's dive in and break it down for better understanding. So the first line of the code is our preprocessor directive. This IO stream is our header file. It contains input and the output streams like cin and cout responsible for reading from the keyboard and writing on the screen. So moving on towards the next line, we have this using namespace std. So this is the namespace declaration. This std stands for standard, and this IO stream is encapsulated within this std namespace. And one more thing, if we do not write this std namespace, as you can see, if I remove this from here and now I'm trying to run this code, it's giving me an error because we haven't written using namespace std here. So that's why we have to define the standard separately here like this. Now this code will work fine. Look, it's working great. We don't want to write this chunk of code again and again, so that's why we are defining using namespace over here, using namespace std. Next we have integer main. So this main is our function, and these are the parentheses with no arguments. We don't have any arguments right here in this code. So integer, this integer indicates that the function in this main function will return an integer value. So these curly braces indicates that the main function just started. We have cout is known as console output, and this is the object of this IO stream. So these are our insertion operator, and after that in double quotes we have written this hello world. Anything that can be written on these double quotes will print as it is on the screen. And after that we have return 0, that this function main function is returning an integer value which is 0. So that C++ is a case sensitive language. If you're writing something like something is written here in the lowercase and you're writing it in the uppercase, it will definitely give you an error. For example, if we change this with the capital M, now this will throw an error. You can see it'll look, it's giving me an error over here. So it's a case sensitive language. Make sure that you're following me as it is. Let's do another program which take input from the user. So but before that, let's comment out these lines. So what are the comments? So comments are added in the program to provide description and made it more understandable for the reader. So there are two types of comment in the C++. This is multi-line comment that I've used over here, this one, and the other one is the single line comment. Let's make a variable of the type integer. Here the variable name is age and its data type is integer int. Now this is another variable name with the data type of string. This endl represents the end of the line. Cin stands for console input, and it will take input from the user and place it in the variable age. Now let me tell you about the single line comment. Now this is the for single line comment we use this. Now whatever we write here, it will ignored by the compiler. As we know that whatever is written in the double quote will print on the screen as it is, and whatever the user will enter, the value will store in this variable age. Cin is used to take input from the user, and just like that, enter your name will print on the screen, and whatever the name user will enter will store in this variable name. After that, we will print your name is on the screen and insertion operator after that name. Now this name is the variable. Now this name is this variable, and whatever we have stored in this variable will print on the screen after this message. Just like that, whatever we have stored in this age variable will print on the screen after this message. Now let's run our program. So it's asking me about my age, so enter your age here and enter your name. Now this 30 will store in the age variable with the data type integer, and this tag will store in the name variable with the data type string. After that, enter your name is tag, your age is 30.